Diddy's lawyers are fighting to get his trial delayed after 3 more victims were added to his federal case, and allegedly Diddy was sexually abusing child stars like Aaron Carter and Justin Bieber. Back when they were just 12 years old, Carter's mother is trying to get his case reopened after new evidence was recovered, which proves that Aaron Carter's death was more than just a suicide. Why was there no water in Aaron Carter's lungs if he actually drowned in a bathtub? And why? Was he telling everyone that he wasn't idle?
A pretty remarkable decision. She has decided she wants the world to see the death scene, where the bathroom where Aaron was found dead. And the reason for this is she is calling out the police and feels like they did not do a proper investigation here, because she is certainly insinuating that there may have been foul play involved in Aaron Carter's death.
Oh, well, the first day, I got a call. The first thing, I got a call from my daughter, Angel, and she said that Aaron was found in the pool. So then I found out later that he was found in a tub, and it just, everything, the stories just kind of kept
you as we peel back the layers. We see that Aaron's death has long been surrounded by controversy. 2 days before Aaron allegedly died, after overdosing on Xanax, he had released a video saying that his life was in danger and that there were people after him. Aaron literally said that he was being targeted, and one day after Diddy's birthday, he dies. Are we really supposed to believe that all this is just a coincidence?
Of videos that have recently resurfaced because of all these speculations and allegations about Diddy possibly being involved with Aaron Carter's passing. And one of the craziest, most damning pieces of evidence, in my opinion, is the fact that Aaron released this TikTok video literally 2 days prior to him disappearing and being gone unalived forever.
A silence breaker for my brother, who is a rapist, and now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life, and they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me, and Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. They owe me money, and they're trying to me off. And I'm begging you and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can, so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. My realtor won't sell my house. They're all involved in this, and they're trying to keep me there. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage, saying I wanted to hang myself. So please trust what I'm saying.
Aaron Carter was despicable, though, because he begged for help to help get him a private security team to keep him alive. He said on numerous occasions, if anything happens to me, I promise you, I am not vital. And no one said anything.
When Aaron's body was found, his phone wasn't near him and was later discovered to be in his car before his death. Aaron was threatening to reveal the people coming after him and had already started naming some executives. Why would Aaron leave his phone in the car? Was his death really an overdose, or was it just made to look like one?
His phone was actually found in his car in the driveway. Aaron was known to always have his phone on him. He was always on his phone. He was never not on it. He was always posting online, listening to music, talking to people, texting. There was never a moment that Aaron was seen without his phone. So when his phone was found in his car in the driveway, far away from his body where he was found, and he was going to take a bath too. If I'm going to take a bath, I always bring my phone in there because I'm probably watching videos or listening to music or something. Just very strange that a guy who always had his phone on him did not have his phone on him or even near him when he passed. Now, Aaron was not examined by the same medical examiner, Ed Winter, that all the other celebrities were. Ed actually passed away, like I mentioned, but it was the same coroner's office, the same medical examiner's office performing the autopsy. So the likelihood that if Diddy controlled somebody in that area, or if Diddy has any sort of hold on the medical examiner's office or the police of LA County, then it's very likely that that reach did not just extend to one person. It is likely over the entire department, the entire system that they have in place out there.
Following developing news tonight in Lancaster, where pop star Aaron Carter has died at the age of 34.
Yeah, the troubled performer grew up in the limelight, but he was in and out of rehab several times in his short life. Chris Wolf is live for us in Lancaster. He's got more on this. Chris?
Yeah, Rick, MB, the street is now cleared. People have been moving in and out of that home behind me all day. And tonight we heard from some of those closest to Aaron Carter, and they all say the same thing. They all share stories of a very kind, loving, caring, humble, yet troubled young man. It's the tragic death of a young performer, and now family, friends, and fans are
taking a deeper look at the people Aaron was distancing himself from and was scared of. One name keeps popping back up: Sean Puffy Combs. Aaron was world famous and had already sold more than 1 million albums before the age of 10. Things only started going wrong for him after he met up with Diddy. This is a fate that unfortunately many child stars have faced, Usher and Justin being some of them.
With his amazing rise to success, Aaron would be thrust into the entertainment industry and would be mingling with the most VIP elite of our society. And this is when, at the age of 9, he starts to mingle with people like Diddy. By the age of 15, Aaron had released 4 studio albums, all of which were gold, platinum performing records. On his second album, he had actually signed to a new record label, Jive Records. And Jive Records is a subsidiary company underneath the parent company, Sony Records. And Sony Records is also the parent company of Bad Boy Entertainment. And Bad Boy Entertainment signed over to them in 2002, I believe. The overlap there would definitely place Aaron Carter, who was the most massive child superstar on the planet, definitely in the same circles as people like Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love Combs. And Sean Combs is one of the most notorious and influential people in the music industry, so...
I go on my Twitter and I see people saying, "You look like you have AIDS, you should go die." I don't understand how I dedicated 22 years of my life to my fans, and now they turn on me.
Do you regret ever getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice. It got bad.
Abuse and couch culture is rampant in Hollywood, and unfortunately, Aaron was a victim. His parents knew what he was going through, and as it would be later revealed, his own family was after him. Aaron even revealed that his sister Leslie was sexually abusing him back when he was just a child. Aaron was abused first by his family and then by the industry. No one close to him cared about anything other than money. It is the toughest thing to deal with. Aaron Carter dropping a major bombshell on Thursday, alleging on Twitter that his late sister Leslie, who died in 2012, sexually abused him when he was a child. In a series of tweets, the singer explained, quote, "My sister raped me from the age of 10 to 13 years old when she wasn't on her medications." He also alleged, "I was abused not only sexually by her, but by my first 2 backup dancers when I was 8 years old, and my brother abused me my whole life." Tet has reached out to Nick Carter for comment. Aaron claims the abuse in question came as a result of his late sister Leslie's mental health issues. He says she suffered from bipolar disorder and took lithium to treat it, claiming that when she was not on her meds, she did things that she never meant to do. As a result, Aaron says, he spent the last 15 years of his life going to therapy. This eventually led to Aaron Carter developing several STDs. At one point, there was even a rumor that Aaron had contracted HIV. The abuse that Aaron had to survive made him act out. He developed self-destructive habits and started doing drugs to drown the memories. Justin Bieber did the exact same thing. Why is that? Why is it that every child star who enters Hollywood ends up on drugs?
The toughest thing to deal with.
Aaron Carter dropping a major bombshell on Thursday, alleging on Twitter that his late sister Leslie, who died in 2012, sexually abused him when he was a child. In a series of tweets, the singer explained, quote, "My sister raped me from the age of 10 to 13 years old when she wasn't on her medications." He also alleged, "I was abused not only sexually by her, but by my first 2 backup dancers when I was 8 years old, and my brother abused me my whole life." ET has reached out to Nick Carter for comment. Aaron claims the abuse in question came as a result of his late sister Leslie's mental health issues. He says she suffered from bipolar disorder and took lithium to treat it, claiming that when she was not on her meds, she did things that she never meant to do. As a result, Aaron says he spent the
police never suspected any foul play, and Aaron's death was ruled as an overdose, but there are some obvious issues here. First of all, how can Aaron die by overdosing in a bathtub filled with water and not have any water in his lungs afterward? Aaron's mother is trying to get an investigation. Started, she claims that the cops were in on the conspiracy. A welfare check allegedly happened the night that Aaron died. However, his death proves that cops never came to check up on him.
Carter was found dead in a bathtub in his home in Los Angeles last November. Since that time, TMZ has reported the LA County coroner did not find water in his lungs, meaning he didn't drown. Carter's mother, Jane Schneck, posted photos on Facebook that show the bathroom where her son was found. She wrote on Facebook, "Because of my son's mental illness and prescription drug issues, they, the cops, just wanted it to be something easy that they didn't have the time or inclination to address." Schneck wants a more thorough investigation. She wrote that her son was receiving threats from many people, and she believes there were people out there who wanted to harm him.
Carter's mother, Jane Schneck, posted the photos to her personal Facebook page on Wednesday, writing, quote, "Still trying to get a real investigation for the death of my son, Aaron Carter." On November 5th of last year, 34-year-old Carter was found dead in the bathtub of his Lancaster, California home. According to posts by his mother, quote, "The coroner wrote it off as an accidental drug overdose. They never investigated it as a possible crime scene because of his addiction past." One of the photos shows the bathtub where Carter was found filled with green water. Another shows what appears to be feces smeared across the bathroom floor. A towel and some clothing items can also be seen on the floor in the photos. In one social media post, Carter's mother writes, quote, "Why are the towels?"
Few forensic specialists have noted that it's possible that Aaron Carter's death was staged to look like an overdose. This is where Kanye West's revelation comes in. Kanye said that Hollywood is filled with handlers that manage you and control you. Kanye says that his trainer, Harley Pasnak, is one of these handlers. Interestingly, Harley Pasnak is the same trainer that Aaron worked with.
You hear about things like staging of crime scenes. I think that this has been mentioned a couple of times. Staging cuts both ways. Are you attempting to demonstrate something to prove your point, or are you photographing something that's just there, where you can actually, that's demonstrative of the reality? Has anything been adjusted? That's one of the reasons, to her point specifically, that you do want to try to keep control over a crime scene. And that way you never lose context of it. So there's too much murkiness here, I think, relative to the photos that she has allowed to be displayed and what the police are not saying.
Another piece of the puzzle I discovered in my research were the claims that Kanye West was making about Harley Pasternak, who is a personal trainer for Ye, and he was also a personal trainer for Aaron Carter. And Ye is openly accusing Harley Pasternak of being not only a celebrity handler, but also responsible for what happened to Aaron. He thinks that he was the guy that went in there and set this up to look like he basically overdosed and accidentally unalived himself. And his claims for this is that Harley Pasternak made threats to Ye about putting him in such a seduced state and under conservatorship that he wouldn't even know what was going on. And he even says something along the lines of family gatherings won't be the same, or time with your kids won't be the same, something like that. But I've got the clip. It's really crazy.
Harley Pasternak followed me to the fucking hotel. Then they killed Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boys sample. You get what I'm saying? Harley Pasternak push.
None of this should shock you at this point. Hollywood is filled with pedop files and abusers that take advantage of young men and children. Tom Hanks said that Harvey Weinstein was only a small piece of the puzzle, and in reality this is happening all over the industry. There are striking similarities in how Aaron died, and some other people in the music industry have been taken down. Their deaths are made to look like accidents or suicides, and people with no health issues suddenly disappear.
In Hollywood, I think, and all across any place there's a boss with underlings in any corporation or any industry, you have a type of sexual politics that goes on that can slide in between appropriate ethics and decorum to, inappropriate behavior to the point of harassment and sexual predatory behavior.
Well, I think people understand that, but the larger question is there a culture of complicity in Hollywood where women are afraid to speak up because they'll be blacklisted, men are afraid to speak up because Either they're out of the same fear, or they just think, well, this is the way the system works.
I think there are people that say, hey, this is how it works, pure and simple, and this is why I got into it, and this is why I have power. This is how it works, and you have to understand that. That does not carry the day. Complicity is also complicity. The people who know, well, look, this is how we do business, and that's what it's got to be done. I'm sorry it's like that. So beware. That's also present, without a doubt, but it does not carry the day. There's also people that were afraid to speak out, who were victims, that did not go forward, that signed, negotiated settlement deals of which a non-disclosure agreement was part and parcel to it. That also does not carry the day. So the dam has burst here in a big way.
The reason that people like Justin Bieber and Aaron Carter never speak up is because they know that it will change nothing. Hundreds of women had to speak out against Harvey Weinstein before he was arrested. Diddy. Even now, with a mountain of evidence and actual video footage showing him violently beating up Cassie, there's still a good chance that Diddy might not go to jail.
They'll all be attacked on cross-examination. Their character will be impugned. They will attack the victims for not coming forward until Cassie Ventura came forward. How do you fix that? You find an outcry witness. What is an outcry witness? An outcry witness is someone the victim told